I think it's 10 o'clock. We can start today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Thomas. So we can begin with the introduction, maybe until the people is coming, and I think that they will have time. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, Thomas, do they need the participants to change the name as well with the university that they are participating?
That was what I was going to suggest, Nuria. Actually, all of you, you're participating. If you could, I mean, this is going to be also a cooperation call, so where many people will have to take part in different things. So we ask if you can please turn your video feed on, would be amazing, so that we can see faces. And I mean, unless it's just totally impossible for you, but if it is possible, just put a little bit on your hair and turn on your video would be amazing. As well, if you can keep your microphone mute until you need to speak, because at some point you will need to speak as well, because this will be a participative one, as we said before, at some point. And on the meantime, if you could please, for instance, rename yourself. If you don't know how to do that on Zoom, you need to find these three dots in the main call on your name. And then if you click them, it will be an option opening saying rename. And then to rename, what to rename to, as you can see, some of the people already, they put in between brackets, like myself, I'll have here put Polychest, which is where I'm coming from to this call, from Polychest, Barcelona, Spain. So if you could put there what university I'm connecting you from, that would be super useful, so that we could all know who is coming from where without having to say it. That was the renaming part. So I will ask you, please, if you could do that little change in your names, it would be amazing. If you have any doubts on how to do it, just write in the chat and let us know. Gregorio is asking, can we also write text instead of talking? Don't worry, Gregorio. When it comes the time to talk, if you cannot talk, you will have to write text. But all of us, we need to talk. I don't know. I hope you mean for you. So don't worry that you cannot actually talk for now. Actually, this first part will be maybe less interactive, but at some point you will have to interact in little groups, and we'll make breakout groups. But if you cannot talk there because you're in a library, then you can just have to write in the chat for the people that you are with. But of course, you can participate through text. This is also very welcome.
Okay. So I think that we can begin already. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet. No?
Now we see your screen.
Thank you. So first of all, welcome to this first international event that we are developing within the framework of SPINTeams project. I'm Nuria, the project coordinator of the project, and I hope that you enjoy of this first event. First of all, I would like to introduce a bit the SPINTeams project. It will be very short because I think that the most interesting part is the digital tools for entrepreneurs that we are going to present. We decide only to say that we decide to introduce this first topic for this event because all the partners that are coming from higher education institutions, they suggest that for their participants, it's a very interesting topic. But at the end of the session, we will ask you to give us your opinion or your needs for next events that we would like to develop within the project framework. So regarding the SPINTeams project, it was developed because we found out that about the 50% of new business that were running failed during the first years of running the company. So after the experience of the chambers of commerce of companies participating in the project, we detect some key factors that are important to be more success in business. And one of them, it was the entrepreneurial competencies of the founding members. The founding partners need to have the right complementary, and the team need to develop some skills. The networking, internationalization, and international cooperation, it's very important as well to the success in the future business. And the right business development in scale-up stage, and access to finance at all the stages. So the SPINTeams project was developed because we wanted to improve these entrepreneurial and business skills of the would-be entrepreneurs that are developing their startups and spin-offs within the framework of the universities, to achieve this more and more sustainable and growing business. And for that, we developed different outputs. The first thing that we developed, it was like one training course that it was developed through 8 modules that can give the participants a general point of view of the entrepreneurship, to improve their knowledge about entrepreneurship. You can find more information about these training modules in the website. There are interactive videos that you can follow up, and learning material that you can download and follow up afterwards. There was developed as well within the higher education institutions, the entrepreneurship coaches, and another training for these coaches. We are working now in develop this ecosystem, supporting ecosystem on entrepreneurship within the universities, with mentoring programs, peer learning, and so on, that will be developed at the end of the project. And another important part is the Rebel-based platform, the international cooperation platform, that we decide to put inside all the teams. So it's supposed that all of you are already invited in the Rebel-based platform with your profile, yes. And you have been included in the general hub of SPINTeams. And there's within this hub, there's different groups of each higher education institution. But the most important thing of this platform is that allow you to build communities. You can develop your own project, and it's very important to contribute in the other projects, to ask the people to try to foster make team builder international cooperation, because it's very, I think that is one very big value that can be that you can get from this international cooperation platform. So regarding the Rebel-based platform, we developed one competition in the idea competition the last year. There's within the people that was interested in them. I will go in more deeply afterwards. You can get support because we are already inside mentors, but we are going to put more business mentors within the platform and investors. But it's very important that you ask these people, what are your needs, what are your doubts, to get their feedback. And at the end of this year, on September, October, we are going to develop another competition that will be the SPINTeams Awards. That is the final competition for all the people that are developing their project in the Rebel-based platform and is interested to participate in. No, it's very important. You will see that in the platform, Thomas. We will go deeply on that, but you can go. You can see the groups, the different groups with the project that are developing within them and are public, because you can do it without publish them. You can find different events like the SPINTeams competition that was done last year. You can find members, the builders, where you can develop parts, all your project within, and can help you to develop parts that you maybe now you don't know how to do it. And the activities, that it's the part that I think that is very important to boost this international cooperation and get insight from other countries, because maybe you are developing one project in your country, and in the future you will need to make it in international level. And if you, in this international cooperation platform, you can make announcements, questions, offers, and to publish some ideas and get feedback and insights from other people from all the countries, mentors, investors, and so on. So it's, I think that can enrich you. Regarding the SPINTeams idea competitions, only to let you know that after the competition, the winner was the Care, and he get mentoring here in the Chamber of Commerce of Terrassa, because they were from Spain, and they get support in fundraising. In fact, they are going to get one very big grant to develop their project. They have already established network with consolidated companies to test the product, and they have already participated as well in the fair 4 years from now, the Mobile World Congress, where they were presenting and making more networking to run their projects. I think that it's a good price that they are get to impulse their project and make it real. So in a short time, we are now working in the next SPINTeams Award final competition that is for members that are developing the project in the platform inside the Royal Base. The jury of the competition is our business mentor and investors. And after the idea is that all the more or less all the teams, depending, we will give you more information in the future, in a couple of weeks or months, like late. But the idea is that all the teams can get something of this competition, and it's to boost this internationalization and networking. We want to invite some of these teams, because there's a limit of people, to stay together, to make networking, mentoring, and training, and so on here in Barcelona at the end of the year. And of course, access to mentoring and other things that promote your projects, and other things that you can get after the participation. And now I think that it's time to go with the digital tools event. And I would like to present first Silvia Herrera, that is the Business Digitalization Services Manager here in the Chamber of Commerce of Terrassa. And I think that it's time to go on, because it's quite late.
Okay, thank you, Nuria. So I will share my screen with you, and I will start my presentation. So confirm if you can see my screen. It's okay? Okay, great. So good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. As we know, digital transformation has arrived and is here to stay. In these 15 minutes, I will share with you the key areas and tools that we must consider for our company to born digital. So in today's digital age, it is essential for business to have an online presence and use digital tools to improve efficiency and reach more customers. As I mentioned before, in this presentation, I will introduce you to some of the basic tools and topics you need to get your business started in the digital world. From the website creation platform to cloud computing and CRM tools, we will discover the essential tools to take your business to the next level in this area. So, okay. So, okay, when you start a business, one of the first needs you will detect is that you will need to give it digital visibility. Most like you will need a website or e-commerce. To create them, there are content management systems that facilitate the management of your websites. The best known are the ones that you can see here, WordPress and Drupal. And for e-commerce are PrestaShop and Magento. So in addition of these content management systems, the website creation platforms that I mentioned above, there are some other tools that can be useful for you. So for example, if you have a WordPress right now, you can make a small e-commerce using plugins like WooCommerce. In addition, you can use Google Search Console to monitor your search engine optimization, and Google Tag Manager, which is a tool that can help you to manage tracking codes on your website. Tracking codes allowed us to link our website with our social media platforms, email marketing tools, our analytics, and so on. So people who are thinking in digital business platforms, so maybe we'll use Google Tag Manager a lot. Okay, so as soon as you have a website, you will start generating database of customers who maybe send you web forms or make purchase through your e-commerce. And one way to take advantage of these databases is email marketing. I'm not talking about newsletters. I'm talking about emails that you deliver where you deliver the right message at the right moment. I thought a newsletter can reinforce this message if you have the skill and creativity to create a good newsletter strategy. The main tools that you can use for this are MailChimp, Constant Contact, and Campaign Monitor. The oldest one and the most used is MailChimp, but the other two are as good as well. And well, these tools have free versions that you can try before you contract. For you to test these tools, and then when you get ready, you can move on to some other options. Okay. So then there you have the options of social networks. One moment, I'm having problems with my mouse. Okay, right now. Okay. So you can open social networks or social media. So these are used to generate community and increase the visibility, the digital visibility of our company. It is essential to focus on creating content that adds value to the community. We are building since that we are trying to construct, since our main objective of this community is that acquires our services or buy our products. So we have, well, social media are very popular, and the most popular one are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, but there are so many others like Twitch and so many others. The most important thing is to select the social media network or social media platform where our target audience is located, and focus all our efforts to attract customers through these communities that we are creating. As for the cloud computing, it is a tool that will allow you to save on physical servers and maintains and will give you the ability to access to the information from anywhere. You must take into account that even if you hire cloud services, these spaces must be properly managed and securitized. Most of the most popular platforms here are Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. So just keep in mind that what I say before, okay, that even if you are hiring cloud services, you have to prepare this platform properly and security size. Okay, even if you are contracting Amazon or Microsoft or Google, you will need a specialist that help you to security size these platforms. Okay, so and now we talk about CRMs or customer relation management systems that all of these platforms. Oh, sorry, I'm hearing someone, but I'm sorry. So, well, these platforms help you to manage your customer relationships and automate your sales and improve the efficiency of your business. The most popular ones include Salesforce, Soho, and HubSpot. As I mentioned before, with the email marketing tools, all of them have free versions for initial testing. You can try them, and if it is the right time for your business, you can scale up and hire on these functions. And now we're moving to, we are going to talk on omni-channel tools. So what this type of tools allowed us to do is to provide a joint experience to know all the messages that we have sent to a customer and through which channels, and through this, which channels, okay? Those creating a 360-degree experience. For example, if you have visited my physical store and bought a product, I will be able to offer them similar or complementary products through social media channel, or send you an advertising through email marketing without you perceiving it as annoying. In other words, these tools allowed us to create a better shopping experience for our customers. So, okay, we have done many things to attract customers and many actions now, but we have to analyze what is happening then, no? So that there is data analytics tools. So data analytics is the process of examining data in order to draw useful conclusions and recommendations for decision making. This practice is essential for our business. That one, well, if we want to better understand the performance and make informed and strategic decisions, data analytics can help companies to identify patterns and trends in their data, discover the relationships, and measure the impact of decisions that they have made. Additionally, it can help companies optimize their process and improve their efficiency. Data analytics tools are increasingly accessible and easy to use, which means that any business can access to them and benefit from them. Some of the most popular includes Power BI, Tableau, and even Google Analytics that right now is is getting through Google Analytics 4. In summary, data analytics is an essential practice for any business that want to be informed and strategic decisions. So it's a way, I will say it again, it's a way to give value to your data. Okay, so what about artificial intelligence? Now that we are hearing a lot of artificial intelligence, so the technologies, in addition to all the technologies I mentioned before, it's important to consider the potential offered by this technology, artificial intelligence tools that simplify our daily task. One of these, and the most popular one right now, ChatGPT, which can help us to solve frequently asked questions and generate answers in real time, even content, even scripts. So artificial intelligence is here and will help us for the next years to simplify our daily task. Likewise, chatbots are valuable tools for improving the customer experience, and they can improve fast and accurate information as well as solve common problems without the need of human intervention. In short, the incorporation of these artificial intelligence tools can significantly improve the efficiency and quality of the service we provide to our customers. Well, I'm almost finishing, but right now you could be wondering where to start. Okay, so the first step is to be familiarize yourself with the options that are available in the market and create a roadmap that outlines the various stages and digital needs of your specific company. Once you have a clear plan, set realistic milestones for when you will need each digital tool and explore any available grants or subsidies that can help you to adopt these technologies. That's an advice. And I would also recommend to seek guidance from experts on this field or have your digitization strategy validated for them to avoid incurring in expenses, instead making investments. So if you have any doubts, as Nuria Lopez said at the beginning, my name is Silvia Herrera. I am Digital Transformation Consultant and Terraza Chamber. You can contact me through Nuria. And having said that, I give the floor to Nuria again so they can move forward.
Thank you very much, Silvia,
Okay, I will try
for your presentation.
Okay.
And of course, at the end of the presentation, maybe we can, today maybe we don't have time to make a lot of questions here, but of course, anything that you need, you can share it with all the team, with me or the parts of the teams, and we will move to the expert to solve it. So thank you, Silvia, for joining us and take your time to make this representation. It's quite difficult to put all this information in only 15 minutes.
Of course, there's a lot.
Thank you for trying it, because there's the digitalization area, it's huge now in that moment. So thank you very much for staying today here. And now we are going to go with the next presentation. And Janice Pexa from the Turiba University is going to present us the lean business case with the tool Miro. And Janice, are you here?
Yes, preparing a little bit my screens.
Thank you very much. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Can you confirm that you see my presentation correctly?
Now, yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you. So good day, everyone. My name is Janice Pexa. I'm from Turiba University, and today's small topic on lean business case, plus a little bit from the Miro tool. I hope that somebody is also familiar with the tool. If not, it will be very, very interesting. So first of all, let's talk about what is Miro.com itself. So it's opened, let's say, website for anyone who would love to register and collaborate as a whiteboard tool. For universities, there is also special registration possibility to receive special, let's say, limits for individual registration. If you register, you are able to create like 2 free boards. For university, it's like unlimited, and you can invite around 100 students to use this Miro.com board, etc. And nowadays, the Miro.com, after those 2 years, what we had in past as a university challenges, the business are trying to adapt and use these online tools to collaborate everyone who is around the world, sitting in one office on one country side, another side, and similar to that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, what's the platform is all about? It basically allows you to integrate with different platforms. For example, as Slack, Microsoft Teams, the same Zoom that we are using, Trello, Google Documents, and so on. So that's a major thing and add-on to it. This is how it looks like. And the idea is that there's a lot of available templates inside that we are able to use, starting from the project management to, let's say, IT, and of course, creating new products like prototyping and so on. Yeah, so we'll be using Lean business case that will help to minimize viable information requirements to make a faster decision. For example, if we have let's say 10, 20 colleagues that needs to decide to do, let's say tomorrow, a task that should be one pathway or another, and they needed to decide which one of those are the best, spending less money, less time. And this is one of the approaches how you can very shortened in 1 hour get your decision. And also if you have, let's say 1,000 employees that are involved, you actually also can use Miro.com by dividing per groups, per 20 persons per group at once at the same time in real environment, and get that decision still in 1 hour. Yep. So this is how it looks like when we actually have already registered account and we are able to create those boards, use some templates. And here in the middle, the most interesting part what you actually can see is, for example, mind maps, Kanban framework, flowcharts from the programming perspectives, product roadmaps, brainwriting, and so on and so on. And those are all for free. So it means that you are able to reuse them and use on daily basis, create your own, those templates, share them, download them, publish them, etc. So the Miro recommends this template that we will be looking into by collaborating with introduction meetings. For example, if you have introduction meeting, you actually can combine all necessary information as a very good note at the end. Secondly, it allows you to capture the time that was inputted asynchronously. So it means that you actually know how the flow goes if you didn't know the process. Thirdly, regroup the discussion and decide what's the most important. What I was saying about this 1,000 persons, so it could be one, maybe you are not hitting correct employees by this question, so you can actually take and wipe away 200-300 persons, saying next time you will be not in that group. Then let's say left with 700 persons saying, okay, those are very actively doing the all activity, others not, and you can actually get some feedback straight away. And lastly, of course, a decision-making process that goes along the way, and it is possible to get this decision, not like sending an email to 100 persons, receiving some answer, then combining it, gluing it all together, spending weeks just to get an answer, yes or no. That actually happens in 1 hour if you are all online on this collaboration board. So this is how it looks like if we are talking about business case, different ones. So there's 57 for now that can be used. And as I was mentioning, we'll be using a Lean Canvas template. And as you can see, there is also different ones as the business mind maps. That is quite a very top one pick that is used in Miro.com. Then there is a business model kits and so on, value chains, of course, etc. So the idea is that here we are keeping the business case strategically. We are understanding what could be our hypothesis of all that. And of course, we are recording it online, meaning we have, like, let's say 2 years ago, we had this, last year we had this year we'll have that, etc. And we can actually combine it all later. So as I was mentioning, we'll be talking about Lean Canvas. So this is how you can choose, reuse it. And by default, it gives this result, and we can follow by link. It is a little bit modified with the example what I would love to present, but this is by default what you can modify, adapt how you actually want it. As you can see on the left top, there is a problem, then there is a solution, unique values, unfair advantages, customer segments, and so on and so on. When everyone fills it in, you actually get a very straight, good result from it. This is for one team to use, but if you go to the link, I have prepared a template that comes from one company, very major, that use Miro.com. There is also attached to this board a very nice video. And as you can see, there is 10 templates that, for example, could work 100 persons at the same time. And also you can actually see how looks the progress on the left side, where the menu is. So let's try to click on it and let's open up the Miro.com. This is how it looks like when you actually load it. And the idea is first, if somebody has this link, you are actually needing to give them a permission to enter the board, and you can modify different kind of accesses that you need. So nobody are able to get to this board who have a link can get into this board, maybe only some emails that are invited or persons that are registered or are collaborating with the team and so on. The most interesting part of this all, what you can see that I can move around, and if somebody was also here, you actually can see each person's name or registered name with the cursor going around and so on. So it means that you actually know where the person is lying and doing something, like here, maybe on this actual chart or on this text, writing something and so on. And this is pre-recorded and so on. So this is one of the examples that in this short time, of course, is not so easy to show, but the idea is that we could say that we have 10 templates, and we could say that there, for each of the template, there is a responsible person that is saying, okay, we are this far with the task that we need to do. And when they reach basically all the finals, they are continuing to do that. Also, like usually for any task that needs to be done, there's several steps to do, pre-work, workshop, and documentation, and you actually can understand what exactly should be done during all the workshop, for example, in this scenario. And yeah, as you can see, somebody is already joined, and we actually can see those cursors, what I was talking about, persons, and who own the board can actually ask everyone to follow up and so on. There's a lot of different navigations, like bringing to me persons and so on. Yeah, to look where I'm looking or what I'm showing, and so on. So this is one filled in for the first line. And you can see the owner is John Z and sponsor is Nicholas R. And you can actually see what the problem is, what we should decide, what ideas we should bring on board, what could be the solution, what is the customers, team members, managers, what is the benefits. And then we are going to the left side. So what is our metrics, what we are defining, what is the proposal of the pilot, the costs, how to might something go wrong, like usually failing. And of course, other steps like that. So this is one pre-filled, and there's another ones that can be used. So this is how it looked like. I hope that presentation will be shared, and you will be able to get inside the Miro.com, because the registering part is already not so easy. As I know, this link should be opened for everyone, and you're able to actually use it, try and see how that all the navigation works and so on. As you can see, there is a lot of things here to do, to add objects, comments, texts, images. For example, we could just pick up some screenshot and just copy in, and it allows us to transfer that image. Also the same from the YouTube. The video is transferred by just passing a link and so on. So you can see that different ways how it all can be also, let's say, seen from not just pointing and zooming in and out, but actually see from the side point. And also that most interesting part that we can see some activities. For example, John just added this object, somebody just wrote this text, somebody did this and that, and you have this pre-log understanding what is doing who and so on. And maybe nobody from some of the colleagues didn't register at all, for example. That's also what you will be able to see. In the end, you have this very nice board that is fill in. Let's say it's your good practice in your company. You actually can just take it, copy and say, okay, this was for the Monday, and I would love to use it for Wednesday meeting as well. I just copy it and wipe out what I don't actually need, and I can move on with this example and work very, very well. The most interesting part is, as I was saying, you can see your colleagues and you're feeling that you are at the same room, but you still are online. So this is from my side. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thank you very much, Yanis, for your introduction and for that templates. I don't know if everyone has the chance to go in to get this template. I think that it's interesting. We need to learn to work on that, but I think that it's a good tool to be used. I use Miro to work on distance within several international projects, and it works very well to work on teams, distant teams, and some parts. So I recommend you now that we are promoting this international relationship and international teams. So great. Thank you very much. And now it's time to the next presentation that will be carried out by Jana Bunkus from the Turiba University. So welcome, Jana. I have seen you here, so I'm sure that you are here. Hello.
Yes. Hello, I just need, there's the option share screen, but actually I will have a video. Can you change the options because I need then choose right one for the video?
Okay, Thomas, you are the administrator and I don't know how to do it because I'm not expert on Zoom.
It's co-host now. You should be able to do anything, I guess, Jana, you're a co-host.
To do it because I don't used to work on Zoom. So. Sorry.
Okay, I will try. Still, there's only screen. I don't know why, but okay, I will try. And I hope then, okay, there is option, yeah. Share sound. Okay, I hope then everything will working fine. Just a moment, I will share my presentation and then I will continue with the video. Okay, never mind. I hope then you will hear me. Just a second. So I hope that you see. I hope that you see my presentation. Yeah, right.
Yes.
So thank you. Yes, let me introduce you a little bit with me. So my name is Jana Bunkus, and today my topic is social media publishing tools. And I'm communication professional or specialist or expert, whatever, never mind, over 20 years. So at the moment, I am the head of the communication field in Turiba University. So. And my topic today is social media publishing tools. So yeah, someone click on my presentation. So why? Someone touch, yeah, something. Okay, never mind. I will continue then. So and yeah, why I choose this topic. So I will tell you why it's so important today, nowadays. The good news is that the tools are very easy to use, and there is no necessary some special require or much prior knowledge to use them, and no need some, digital communication specialist in your company. So the first of all, I want to show you some crazy data about what's going on today in 1 minute in internet, so you can compare the data, how they rise up so quickly, and so what shows those data. Then everyone now lives in internet, so everyone's communicate about everything. So I suppose, in my opinion, it's a crazy data. So, and yes, and that's why we like professionals or companies or organizations should planning our communication regularly. And this is not easy when we see the results on the board, because the communication speed now is huge. So, and we should find a place in this crazy situation, and looks good, and be there with the newest information, be creative, and so on and so on. But sometimes we have no enough time for that. So we have no enough time sitting all the time with the phones in our hand, or sitting near the computer and planning and publishing our communication about our company, about products and services, and so on. So, and here is good definition about communication. Why it's so good? Because there is 2 key words about the communication nowadays. So the communication today is planned and managed set of activities, and this is not anymore that time when we want to start the day with, with thinking like, what can I communicate about today or something? So we're planning our communication. We build and write our strategies. We realize communication campaigns. So it means we need our communication regularly. So yes, and communication today is outpacking our ability to track it. So it means that communication is far away from us, in the front of us, and we are following somewhere behind. So yes, and why this is so important nowadays? Then what exactly does social media publishing tools means? That this means that you can pre-plan posts, and this is very important, and you can pre-plan. So this is the first one. Then choose all text, all content. Is it video? Is it just text, or it's photos? Whatever. It depends on your communication, on your strategy at the moment. And then put this information in special program or in some social media publishing tool, and then make some sets, and the system will publish this information step by step in your place. So you no need to be quiet all the time near the computer, or click some special button to publish this information. The system will working on your place. So, and so for you, this is some example how it looks like. And actually, this is here is some example where you can see how it plays out inside in the system. So this is very easy. It looks like similar like a calendar, and you can plan your communication in many social media in one time. So the system will publish this information in one moment in many social media profiles. And of course, there is lots of tools all around the world which will help to plan this communication, and will publish the communication. But I want to just represent maybe 5 top rated in last year. So, and it depends, of course, on you wish to choose. Just a small note, and mostly those tools are you should pay about it. Of course, there's some version for some first steps for free, but usually if we talking about the professional communication or regular communication, of course you should choose some premium or something. But again, why for me it's okay, because I no need the time all the time to be connected with the phone or computer, and in the same time I can planning something else, do something else, be maybe far away even from the computer, and so on and so on. So yes, and it's those tools make your life much more easier. And to be true, I don't use any of these 5 top. I use some else. And I will show you in the video, and I hope then you will hear the sound, because I choose the option for the video, and I hope then everything will be fine with that. If not, just let me know. And I'm sorry if there will be some ads. This is YouTube. This is not nice. It's the social media, and I'm so sorry for that.
Collaborate with your team.
So,
With our
from the beginning, is there sound? Yep.
Yes.
simplified content calendar makes scheduling your content to social media so simple. And today, I'm going to show you how to get started simplifying your socials. Let's begin by selecting Content Calendar from your dashboard page. To connect your Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram business account, simply click this New Connection button. Now that we've linked our accounts, to create a new post, you can either go to the day and click this plus icon here, or you can click this yellow New Post button. Simply select the platform you'd like to post on, add a project, file, or image, write your caption, and then you can schedule, add it to your queue, or even publish now. So let's say we want to upload one of our designs in this Facebook post. I'm going to select this media library icon, and then choose the project I want to publish. You can also upload a file, an image, or even a video directly from your device. You can also drag a file from your desktop and drop it right here. If I need a little help with a caption, hashtag, or title, I can use Simplified's AI right here to generate content all in the same screen. Simply select the AI robot icon, choose a document you've been working on, or select New Document, and then choose your template, like express your feelings, social media quotes, and definitely the hashtag generator. Once you've selected your desired language, go ahead and write in a little bit about your post. Hashtags are a great way to improve your brand visibility, and Simplified's AI helps you create trending and eye-catching hashtags. And ta-da! Amazing hashtag options in seconds. Once you found the one that you love, simply select this plus icon and it will be added right to your post. Let's say these are some hashtags I'd like to save and use over and over again. Simplified's Content Calendar has an amazing feature called Snippets. By selecting this Snippets icon here in the bottom toolbar, I can use an existing snippet, or I can add a new snippet, paste my copied content in, add a title, click Save, and voila, a new snippet you can use over and over again in any post. Now it is time to schedule our post. To automate your social scheduling, Simplified allows you to save preset times you'd like your post to be published, and then add your post to a queue, and they will automatically be scheduled for the next available day. You can open the side panel here, click the 3 dots next to the account, select Settings, Timetable, and then you can choose your preferred time here. Simplified makes it easy to collaborate with your team with our easy-to-use drafts workflow. To create a draft, click New Post, then upload your media, write in your caption, add hashtags, and then click Add Draft. From here, schedule your preferred date and time, and then click Add Draft. By selecting this down arrow and then clicking Open Draft, you can see all of your saved drafts. Simply open the post, select this icon down here, and once it's approved, you can use it as a post, you can edit it, or you can delete it from here. And there you go. Simplified's content calendar helps you streamline your social media content to help your brand take off. Check out our other videos to see how Simplified can help you simplify your social media marketing. See you there.
Yeah, this actually from my side is this is it. Just my main goal was to show you then there is lots of tools which can save your time because not only then you can planning your communication for a month, for example, for a week or for even for a half year, whatever. It depends on campaign. But you can save your drafts, you can save the content and your visual style and everything, and just manage it time after time and prepare new information. And it's not necessary, you know, build this visuals and content since the beginning. You already have all necessary information in. So this is a very, very good thing if especially today when this crazy world with this fast communication is all around and everything. So thank you for your attention, and I hope then this is helpful for you.
Thank you very much, Jana. I think that it's very interesting to know that all these tools that can save us time to plan
Exactly.
and to work on social networks, because if you have to plan by yourself with Excel or other tools or homework that you are doing, it's you are going to waste a lot of time. So all these tools that can put everything together and that let you plan and you have everything in one. So it lets you save a lot of time. And if we mix these tools with the artificial intelligence that nowadays let us to even make scripts that can be very, very good and adapt to our needs, it's perfect. I think that it's very important to know these tools. So thank you very much for your presentation, Jana. And now it's time to go with Tomás Mora, that is going to make us the next part of the webinar, that is a workshop. Tomás is the head of experiential learning and facilitation at Rebel Base, so and lead project manager at Youth BCM. So thank you very much, Jana, and now Tomás, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Nuria, for the introduction. Now for this last part, actually there's not so much time left, and I wanted to ask everyone for this part, if you maybe do some little thing to wake up. Do you know where the reaction emoji is? So if you could send some emoji reactions to see that there are actually people on the other side of this black screen, or if you can turn your video on, that would be even more amazing. Actually, you can even turn your microphone in if you want to say anything at all. I'm not gonna be telling you something here or telling you, because actually you are gonna be talking and working on your own. The thing is, where would you be working is in this platform, Rebel Base. Before I was asking if you received the invitation to the platform. If yes, like a positive emoji reaction, a heart, thumbs up, or anything else. Oh, someone, yes, I see some thumbs ups. Okay, people, some clappings. And did you successfly, yeah, that's nice, Vincenzo. Thanks to give the thumbs up live, like old style. I like it too, like this. Yeah, cool. And yeah, so this is gonna be more like a conversation, and I'm gonna be sending you to breakout rooms where you will be with other people from this call that you don't know yet, but you will get to know at some point. However, like related to this webinar, before I wanted to share you a little, a couple of things. I promise it won't be much. just so you know what's the context for the next activity that we are going to do together. So pay attention to this. Well, yes, we are today in this event, but this digital tool that I'm going to show you, and you actually got access and registered in, it's the International Cooperation Platform, which is the one that this project SPINTeams is working in. It is called Rebel Base. Since yesterday, you should have access to the platform. And if you went in, you already saw that you can create your profile. And there are some tools that might you not be aware of what are they exactly. But the idea for me is to show them a little bit to you, and to show also why is it good to be inside of this international cooperation platform on SPINTeams. And well, so inside of this platform, you will find an innovation lab, which is actually a toolbox which is full of things, of content and exercises and practices and examples to develop your project. And following all this content that you have in the platform when creating a project, that it is called in the platform, they are called builders, which is also learning pills, that the one that I was mentioning already before from the project SPINTeams. So you can combine them together to work on your project in the platform. And it actually provides also a tested curriculum by different international course environments like the ones we're having right now. So I will later on, I will tell you how to go there, how to create a project and start playing around. I mean, assuming that you're here because you actually want to create a project at some point, even though if it's for trying and to see how it feels like it. It also contains, like inside of the platform, you have a proving ground or a place to build and test your project, where to get feedback, give feedback, and also see if the ideas that you have, your hypotheses for your project, are actually valid. You can check in there. And why? Because there is this ecosystem portal. Also, Rebel Base will allow you to connect with other people, other members of the SPINTeams project, and support members, and also yourselves. Like, you can take a look and at the moment we have a community over 900 members. So if you have an idea for a brand or a project that you want to show, so imagine that you have so many people answering to your idea. I cannot think of a better place to test your ideas, your hypotheses of a possible project. Also, plus more than 40 support members, 22 admins. So it's a well-nourished online ecosystem that we are creating in SPINTeams in this platform, Rebel Base. Also, this is just a little bit to support what I was saying before. Actually, you can see here University of Aldo Moro that you are connecting from in Bari, or Turiva University in Latvia, Unigrads in Austria, or the Universitat Oberta Catalunya you are connecting from Spain at the moment. So those are just examples of different universities who are using the same platform that you have access to that they use it, and they are actually still nowadays using it to create these international courses and cooperation between different students to develop a project online in this platform. And here you can see, like, we were also testing in the platform, asking the students how was their learning experience and how it's building a project in Rebel Base. So actually, we also, I mean, the platform is working already for 3 years, and it's got feedback about how it works. And the good thing about it is, since it's still developing as well, you can also give feedback to the platform, and anytime we'll be more than happy to host you inside of the platform and create all this connection and a big place for everyone to be able to find solutions for problems that sometimes they appear in our eyes when we are connecting with people from other countries with totally different working culture and mindsets. It helps us to get a little bit out of the box, out of our own problem, and to see maybe a different approach on how to create a solution for that problem. And last but not least, let me tell you that what Nuri announced in the beginning, that there will be a final event competition that happened in September. Well, we already had one idea competition that is hosted inside of the platform Rebel Base. That's why it's so important if you want to participate in the next competition or the final competition that we'll have in SPINTeams, that the first step you have it, which is you are inside of the platform now. The next step will be to work in a project in the platform. And then the final step will be to apply your project to that competition if you want to participate there and get the real experience of pitching your idea and also getting some rewards out of it, of course. As I said, the next SPINTeams competition will be in September 2023. Now, let me show you a little bit of the platform so that you have a little sense of what's going on here. So when you connected, you were landing here. So that, okay, this is your profile, this is the dashboard. Maybe you will not see things here because, or maybe yes, actually, since you are already inside of one group. But here you can take a look, your notifications, the most important part, which is here, adding a project, create a project. You can create as many as you want. So don't be afraid of creating projects and doing different tests. Actually, we'll do a test after I send you to the groups. And just also to show you, like this is the toolbox that I was talking about. All these are different online learning models that you can explore, and all of them are impacting your business case for your future idea, of course. Just if I go inside of one of them, for instance, problem that I have already here open, it will open another page where you can have step by step what are the things that you can be completing, what are the different steps for, and different solutions to help you. Oops, sorry, it's not connecting right now. The different steps that you can have in the end to solve that problem that you want to make, but not just that. Of course, you can also have many other builders, as we were talking before, or content that you can take a look at it. And just to show you, like other people before were doing this, if you have also in your dashboard, you can explore projects, you can get inspired by other people's projects. And this bar, you can take a look of people who before you will log in Rebel Base and then started creating a project in their course or their environment. I don't know, for instance, if we click here, and this is what you will see once you develop all the business case. If you will develop it all, let's say for your project idea, that's what you will get here on the right side. You can see all the different parts that they are developing inside of this platform. And of course, you can personalize this part. You can come here, click, change the logo. You can change the motto. You can change the image background. This is customizable as well, where you can say what's your project about, who are you in the team, and then, as I said, what problem are you trying to solve, what solution are you giving, who are the core team in this project, what's your ecosystem, well, who's your target market, etc., so that you get an idea of how project works. But initially, I mean, when you will start your own project, I have here one created called Testaros as a test. If I go to the project page, which is as what you were seeing before a second ago, but this is the one that I have created, that it's totally empty. So you know that everything here is custom, you can customize everything here. And here also is empty because I did not develop this project. So, well, this is what we are going to send you to do together in different breakout groups. There are a couple of things that you need to know. The first one, which is, okay, how to add a project. You just need to click here, one of the group inside of your breakout room, one of you or more, if you want to create more than one, needs to create an add project. Then you have to put the name, where is your project based, what is the industry. Since this is a dummy test, you can do anything you want. And then, boom, by clicking on create a project, you already will have your project created. Let's make a quick test. So you can see how many I can create, no problem. And after this, the next pop-up will appear is like, okay, invite the people. And here it is, the very important thing as well, like since you will be placed in breakout groups, you need to add the other people from the breakout group as a teammates. I will tell you, just remember to use the same email that you used for registration to this event, or the same email that actually you got the invitation from the Rebel Base page. Once you do this, those people will be also part of your team. Okay, so you can invite them as owner or admin or member. It's not really relevant, and then the invitation will be sent. Wanted to show you this last part is actually what we're going to do. So as I said, we'll send you to different breakout groups, and while you have 15 minutes there to introduce yourselves, to see who are you, what's your name, where you're coming from, to make up in one sentence the first idea for a business that comes to your mind. It can be a bad idea, or actually, since I'm gonna tell you to use Mixo, which if you don't know is another artificial intelligence tool, which is useful to generate business idea. You can use one of the example sentences they have there, and just by doing that, it will generate a lot of information for your new business. Then you will just need to go to the Rebel-based platform, create a project, and invite the team members. On the link, I mean, on the chat, I think in the chat, we should have this image that I'm showing on the screen so that you can have it with yourselves when you go to the groups. As well, let me remind you that if you don't finish on time, it's okay, but this will help you on learning how to create a project in Rebel Base, how to work in Rebel Base. And if today you're just getting a little bit farther of this process, do not worry, because you can have access to it today, afternoon, tomorrow, anytime from now on. I don't know if some of you know how this mixer works, but I will just show you a little bit. So the link, I will put it also in the chat. It's in the chat already, thanks, Nuria. And this mixer is as easy as coming here, get started for free, of course for free, and then what's your startup idea? And here it is, the sentence that I was telling you about. I mean, anything that can go to your mind. I don't want to write here now, but if you don't know what to write, just try some of our examples. You click here, it will write you an example. Tree and plants, streaming service that maintain your garden for you. Once you do that, have this simple sentence, generate site, and it will start doing the process of creating a full website, a logo, a name for your project, and you can include all that in here. Sorry, you can include all that in here. If you have time, put the logo. Of course, you can create the project with that name that the Mixo will give you. You can put the website here. You can say about what is it about. You can put the sentence, or you can even, it's just this first part. I will not tell you to go to the deeper part of developing the project. Just it's a test and it's a trial so that you see more or less how it works. If I come back here, we already can see that they created the logo for me, a name, which is called Garden Dream, and then even created to me a website, as you can see here. You can even take pictures of the website and upload it as well to the Rebel Base page as an image. So this is how it works. Now we'll send you to the groups. If you have any question for now, just let me know. If not, I will just send you directly to the groups and bring you by in 5 minutes. Questions? Looks clear. Do you all have what's in the chat, the link for the image of what you need to do in the team? And then please access to Rebel Base, you know, create a project with the name that comes from Mixo, and then you just need to update that information in that project page. Remember to invite the other participants in your breakout room to the same email of the registration. Only one of you needs to create the project and invite the others. And then, okay, so we'll see you in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. So we are a little bit over the time, but I wanted to thank you to actually try to engage in something like that in such a few time. However, I hope that you managed to log into the Rebel-based platform. That's already a great success for SPINTeams that you are also in, and that you can play anytime with the platform, create projects, and hopefully what we're looking for is that in the future, this approach of working together with people from different universities, from different countries can actually become a reality, and we have projects that can be developed together jointly and participate in the competition in September. I will leave the floor to you, Nuria.
I only would like to say that it has been quite short for some teams, the workshop, because they didn't know how it works, and for example, one one team didn't have problems because they didn't know how to copy the information of Mixo to Rebel-based, or how to pass information. They create the team, but in the Mixo by the other side, and it was like, okay, now we can include this information on that. But it's only because we didn't have time enough to develop the workshop and explain them how to do it, how to really do it. But I think that the most important part that you say, that it's create the international team and cooperate them, it's more or less done. Anyway, we will try to boost it more in the next events if we need to do it. No, and I also would like now to share, to close the webinar. I would like to make only one last activity very fast, that it's with Mentimeter. You have to follow this link to Menti and introduce the code. I'm going to copy the code here in the chat. To introduce one question that I would like to ask you, that is, which topic do you want to cover in upcoming events? I think that it's quite interesting for us to know if we are going to organize more events and we are going to work with more topics, to know what are more interesting for you. I think that it's can be very fast. So please, if you can go in, I'm going to share my screen with the Mentimeter to try to show the answers. If someone can go and put okay, how to come up with project ideas. It's only to collect them, and I think that for us it's very important to receive your insights about your opinion, your needs, because if we are going to work to develop things, for us it's very important to make that it be adapted to your needs, of course. So someone else going to send something? Tools for entrepreneurs, okay. And I think anyway, I will after the webinar, I will send one email to all the participants, and I will ask as well to send us feedback about what are their needs and what they would like to talk about or if they need one workshop about something, what should be the most important for them. So I think that it's very interesting. Connecting students with entrepreneurs and startups. Okay. Steps to follow to create a project from the mind to the practice. Okay. Interesting. Artificial intelligence. Usage of cloud. Okay. Collaboration with research institutions. Okay. There are things that maybe are very particulars for one field. We will try to do it always the more general things that can help more people. I think I know that it's more time. We are already arrived to the limit of the time. It will be longer than it was planned the webinar. I hope that it's no problem for you, but I think that by that moment I will keep it open anyway, the Mentimeter, but I'm going to go with other topic in Mentimeter. Because I think that I would like to close already the webinar because I think that it's more time that we need. Okay. And only to finalize and to receive a bit of your feedback, your opinion of the webinar, I would like to share another code for Menti. It's the same Menti and the code, and we will close the webinar very fast. It's only because I would like to ask you, please describe in one word this workshop. No, how do you feel? Did you like it? It was interesting, not, and I would like to collect these words about the how do you feel about it, and it will be the last thing that we are going to do for today, and let's take advantage in this moment to say that thank you for staying here. For us, it's very important to try to do things to help the entrepreneurs and to boost the entrepreneurship through the higher education institutions. I think that it's very important because at the end, you're the future. So for us, it's very, very important to get your feedback about what do you need, about what can we do in the future to help you. We are still working, doing more things, so we have time to develop new things and things that will be adapted to your needs. So for us, it's very important. And I think that we have arrived at the time at the end of the webinar. Pragmatic, innovation, interesting, well structured, interactive, appreciated. Great. Okay. So thank you for your participation, for your collaboration, and for attending these events. Because we would like to develop more events in the future, and we would like to be to do it the best way that can be interesting for you and can be useful for the future. So thank you very much. I'm going to stop sharing it. And we have arrived to the end. So I don't know if someone wants to comment something. It's quite late. But by my side, everything it's more or less safe because it's quite late. But thank you very much to all of you. We'll say goodbye. We will send you more information about next events, the competition, and so on to involve you more and more in activities that can support you, your entrepreneurship pathway. So thank you very much for attending this webinar. Bye bye
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
to everyone. Bye bye.